What's up, everybody? It's your man, Poppahack, back again in another episode of Life in Stereo with our main man, PaydayontheBeat, Bob, and our guest, Laurent. I probably said it again wrong.
This is the French lesson. Do you take French in high school, guys?
I did very briefly for a couple of days, and that was it. That was
no dating French girls. Come on, French girls.
I wish. I can only wish. All right. So why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself and what you got going on, and we can get into the nightlife talk also, because I like that when you said that. I figured you probably have some really good stories about that.
Yeah, it's. I know that you do short form, so we'll see. We'll see how quick I can run through all the gazillion stories I could tell you. But it's not a story of rags from rags to riches. I come from money, old money, like really, even on my mom's side, it goes like on centuries. Mm-hmm. And I was brought up in a very different way, I could say, from the traditional path, because old money, you're in the system, okay? You have to. But my parents were kind of rebels, so I'm like the first generation, Gen X, sons of rebels that were inside a system. So I was brought up with to be a free soul, but I was always also, for my dad, because rich people, they educate the kids to also, be master of the world.
Yeah.
So we could talk about it. If you want to know what's going on in the deep state, the system, I know all that. But I broke out, and I was fortunate to have parents that had money. So they also sent me to probably the best schools in the world. It's not true that you shouldn't go to school. If you are fortunate enough, you got a scholarship to go to a liberal arts school in the States, and it was upstate New York, it's the best education you can get. It's pretty much like a strong mind into a healthy, fit body, type of spirit. If we go back to les humanistes in France, you good mind, strong mind, smart, and also healthy. That's the way to go. Of course, I did party, and I did find in college the first law of business, offer and demand. Students party. So I was like, okay, let's throw some parties. Started once a month, then once a week. It was almost like a full-time job. Then we got less fun to party. But afterwards, when I moved down to the East Village, well, I still had a student visa, and I was a Bachelor of Art in Political Science. And if you follow the law, if you're an alien, you go an alien, like a foreigner, not the aliens. The kind you guys,
not like UFO, like.
I was just watching the Aliens in the Ocean, your episode with that. If you study something, you have to work in that field. Okay?
That field, yeah.
That industry. What are you going to do with government, with political science? What kind of job do you get? It doesn't exist really. It's the kind of don't do that kind of studies. It doesn't lead to
That's something like you should do half of something that you're good at and half of something that you're passionate about, and find a job that has both of those. So you can still use it, just
if you want to study something useful, study accounting and law. Okay, it's not going to be sexy, but
or anything in the medical field. The medical field's always going to be around forever. They're always going to need doctors. They're always going to need nurses.
100%. But the type of studies I went to, I mean, you enter school, you don't know what you're going to do. Some, yeah, sure. Some, they want to be doctors or whatever. But you get a full semester to figure it out. I took a course and I loved the teacher. And I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's how I decided to really
Nice.
because in those type of schools, yeah, you choose something and you also take courses of a little bit of everything. It's really liberal arts school. It's to build master of the worlds, like to really build great minds. All right. So I moved to the city and I kept on throwing parties. Because that's under my name, I could already draw a few hundred people. So I quickly moved up to a position of director at a nightclub called The Tunnel. That was back in the 90s, early 90s. I graduated in 94. Peter Gation, my boss, was the king of the nightlife. He had the Limelight, The Tunnel, Palladium, Club USA, legendary nightclubs. For example, Sunday night at the Tunnel, Funkmaster Flex.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, I know that name. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that would have been
The
awesome.
whole crew. Biggie.
Yeah, everybody. That's sweet. Yeah.
Tyson. I mean, like the hip hop, early 90s. I'll let you imagine. It was insane. Anyways, and that was pretty crazy because if you are an American in America, you don't have any superpowers. Come to France, and you'll be different, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm told.
I mean,
different countries,
I've heard that too. Yeah.
Either people love foreigners, I guess. Well, American foreigners, or some people absolutely positively hate you. And I always hear a mixture of both. But I've never heard nothing bad about France or anything. Only I've heard bad stuff about like in Japan and China. I heard mixed stories between going there. It's with being American. I've heard good stories and bad.
No, the French are weird, dude. But yeah, the French. But anyways, so yeah, I was able to kind of stand out in the nightlife. I was the French guy. I was girlfriend was a supermodel and. Okay, living the high life.
You were living the life, yeah.
Living the life. Again, you can't party too much when partying is your job. Otherwise, you just crash and burn. So, and I was lucky because I can't really tolerate alcohol. I don't like to get drunk. So all the other drugs I did, but booze, and that's really what messes up partying. It's booze. Mm-hmm. The rest you can deal with it if you don't drink on top of it. So I was also able to survive a lot more than most of the people in the nightlife because a lot of my friends were either in the hospital or in jail.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear some crazy stories, what happened is so the Limelight was more the rave, but like club kids. Okay, they're almost like homeless kids, and they just party. Mm-hmm. Limelight was a beautiful club. It used to be a Gothic church, and I was there when the priest said, "Okay, God, now you can go. It's not your place. now it's going to become a place. I don't know. I don't vouch." It was a pretty funny scene. So it was really trendy at the beginning, and then towards the end, okay, the club scene kind of was a little bit sketchy over there. So at the bar, you could order, okay, give me a rum and coke and 2 hits of ecstasy.
Right at the bar, you can order that.
Sure.
Wow.
It was also at the door. The bouncers would take your drugs, throw them in the garbage, and we would take the garbage. You know.
You got everything right there.
It was cool. Anyways, one kid goes out, parties, and then dies. his dad was somebody. And the shit hit the fan. Also, there was a time of Giuliani became the mayor. I wanted to clean out the city. So my boss, Peter Gation, was a target. We got to get rid of that guy. Let's kill the nightlife. So they went after him hard. We had the FBI. So in front of the tunnel, it's right on the west side, on the river.
Okay.
So back then it was just factories and all kind of just industrial buildings. So at night it was all dark, the building, except on the fourth floor you had cardboard, and sometimes you had a guy with a white shirt peeking it out. But the boss hired some consultant to help out with the situation, former FBI also, and asked them, okay, first of all, why aren't they interested in me? And they're like, they don't give a shit about you. Your visa ran out a long time ago, but they don't care about that. But they explained to me, it was actually the Chinese delivery guys who were coming in and putting on all the microphones inside, and all the spies were the beware of the Chinese delivery guys. Okay? they are the spies.
That's why they banned TikTok, because China owns it.
Yeah, that ban kicks in tomorrow. Actually, I think it is.
Yeah, you haven't downloaded Red Knot?
I was to say I have Red Note and what was the other one? Lemonade, I think it was. That's the next one. Red Note and Lemonade, yeah.
See, but that's when I'm old. I'm 55, so I'm Gen X. But I think Gen Z deserves some credit on this one, because saying, all right, no, we're not going to go back to Instagram. We're going to stay in China. That was, all right on. That's pretty rad.
we're just app hopping. That's all.
Yeah. So to tell you the truth, actually, my mom is Chinese.
Okay.
That's why I come from the Han dynasty. So at one point, my ancestors were king of China, and
wow.
I have quote unquote blue blood. And but China, my mom was born in Indonesia.
Okay.
So nobody can tell where I'm from, but actually, yeah, that's the Chinese part. So yeah, that's also something very interesting, because from my point of view, knowing the Chinese, you guys got it all wrong.
So we got it all wrong.
What do they care about? They got you data like a long time ago.
Yeah, there's that whole spying thing and everything. There's people everywhere. Everyone's on the internet. It doesn't matter whether it's through TikTok or Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. There's going to be people watching anybody anywhere, collecting data no matter what. Even in Google. Google just had the data breach not that long ago, where all their stuff got taken and everyone's information got stolen. It happens all the time. TikTok's just popular. That's the problem. TikTok's the number one popular thing going on right now, and that's why it's such a big deal.
Well, of course, the Valley is pissed, because it's kind of TikTok can do stuff that they can't do, because regulations and maybe ethics. Do those guys have ethics in the Valley? Well, but and Poppahack, does that have something to do with hacker? Because I come from
no. Funny story. My last name actually is Hack. So I was at the store grocery shopping, and my girlfriend at the time was pregnant with my first son. And I saw one of my dad's friends. He's my good friend too, but he was friends with my dad since they were little kids. And he just seen me and he was like, "Oh, congratulations." And he was like, "No, you're going to be the new Poppahack." And it just stuck with me. It's been my name for the last almost 16 years now. I wish I knew how to do computer hacking and all that. The most computer hacking I did in high school was I knew our librarian's password. and she controlled all the computers at school. And me and my buddy John went in and we changed everybody's grades. We got in trouble for that, but that's the closest thing to hacking I did. I don't know nothing else about it. I don't know enough about computers to get into the details of the deep depths. I wish I did, though. I would love to be able to do some fun stuff.
Yeah, no, it's let me demystify for you. Okay, you got, of course, you can't get in through. If you want to rob a house, you're gonna break through a window, leave your DNA everywhere, or just watch for the housekeeper to get out, or the mom to go for a jog, for a run, and to put the key on the flower pot.
There's your way in.
So there's a lot of mystique. So yeah, sure, you can hack technology. Done it, but really, like the easiest way, get hired as a temp, like a housekeeper in your target, and you go clean out the offices at night. You just have to go under the keyboards and you'll find okay.
a lot of people, a lot of them leave their admin passwords underneath their login information right there, or inside their drawer. They'll leave all their information on a notepad or something, or a sticky note. But I know you're you do SEO, you said, huh?
Well, yeah. The thing is, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek, and always since I'm a kid, try to me versus the machine. Okay, and always try to figure things out. And I figured SEO. I figured how and what to feed Google. Figured out the algorithms, and figured out.
So what exactly is SEO? It's search engine. What is it? Search engine optimizer or something? What is it?
How to spam Google.
Okay. That's easy enough. Yeah.
How do I rank number one for a certain keyword on Google? Basically, here's how it goes. A little lesson of business from my education, how to become rich. Semantics messes you around because in French, it's je dois gagner de l'argent. I need to win money.
Okay.
We win medals. We don't win money. And you it's how you need to make money.
Yeah.
You're not the Federal Reserve. You don't make money. You take money. I didn't say you steal money.
Take it, yeah.
You take it. So my territory is the internet. I put a toll wherever I want. On YouTube, on TikTok, on Google, I put a toll. You have to go through me to get
to there.
So take money. Don't be ruthless, okay? Be a monster. Take money. You don't have to steal it, but take it. Money turns, money flows, money goes around.
Believe me, I know money definitely makes the world go round. That's for sure.
So yeah, I figured it out because it's a robot. I did the time. Okay, you have to spend a lot of time to figure it out. What does Google want? What does YouTube want? What does TikTok want? And if you can say it in a future tense, what not it has? What does it want? Future? What's the goal? For example, TikTok. One of the most undervalued feature is live streaming.
Yeah.
If you want to sell, go for 8 hours on TikTok, live stream, sell your stuff like they do on TV, okay? And that's it. It's huge. The live streaming feature is really pushed by the algorithm right now. So it's not true that TikTok is only about short content. Live streaming on TikTok is huge.
Live streaming is big everywhere. What do you think about live streaming on Twitch? You think it's what's the number one platform right now to live stream on that you believe? You think it's TikTok?
I think YouTube is the
YouTube
hub for content
Yeah, that's what me and Bobby were talking about. We think the same thing. YouTube is the main hub for everything. Like everything revolves around it almost. Like, yeah.
And it's gonna be here forever.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the other ones, I don't know. Twitch. Do you really see Twitch in 10 years being something? You know.
So I used to not. I remember when I first started watching Twitch, it was still Justin.tv. This was years, and this was almost 20 years ago now at this point. I watched it back then, and it was just people live streaming like pay-per-view sporting events and video games. Like video games is a lot on there now also, but a lot of the professional video games stream on Twitch. That'll probably be the only thing that like mainstreams and stays on there. They've cracked down a lot of because there were a lot of streamers sleeping in bed, like women were doing that. People were loving it. They cracked down on the women in the hot tubs and people just sitting in their living room drinking and all that. They like really fade that back a lot. They don't push that no much. But gaming on Twitch, I think that'll remain a mainstay on there.
I agree. Well, gaming is huge anyways. So,
yeah.
So
oh my God, I know.
Twitch can just live with gaming and the rest doesn't matter much. So yeah, if gamers are, but if another place is, you know how people on the internet, they next place.
The next big thing comes up and everybody moves.
No, when I was saying like what you see, I don't see Twitch becoming huge. I put my money on YouTube for sure. Even Google, because which Google are we talking about? The one I know was born in the 90s and entering keywords in the form of a search engine. Just the concept of keywords kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like you don't search like that. And you know, with the rise of AI, how you can now with voice.
Yeah.
And when tomorrow people will have a chip in the brain.
I've been waiting for that. Something like that to happen, for people to hear about that. I've read stuff online about that happening. I don't know how true it is, but I've read stuff about that.
You have to listen to the interview on Rogan. If you search Joe Rogan Neuralink, I don't know if the first or the second guy who got like the Neuralink,
the neural chip in, yeah.
We're talking about gaming. He's got an aimbot. Okay,
he's like built-in aimbot. Yeah. Like as soon as he sees something, he can shoot it and stuff.
Yeah, you saw it. I mean,
I saw it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The way he describes it, it's pretty much insane. And having ChatGPT in your head, you know. I don't judge. I'm a marketer, dude. Like whatever you want to do, human. Okay, do you. But yeah, the tech. I'm in AI since 2015. I did a podcast with a PhD in machine learning. Read his book, learn Python, and. I mean, a guy like me, 55. I was born before computers. Then I saw internet. Then I saw the iPhone.
Yeah, you've seen the whole AI. Evolution.
Wow. Yeah, but Gen X. We're the apex of humanity right now. Because everybody else older, they are too old or too old.
They're too old or too stubborn to even learn anything or to attempt to learn anything.
And everybody under us is too soft.
We've been saying that forever. me and Bobby say all the time, they're just a bunch of little bitches. That's all they are, little crybabies.
It's that's also something that I learned early on. If I can give a little bit of value to your listeners, is when earlier I say be a monster, is that you have a sense of like you don't belong, everything is weird around you, and everything is going crazy. Being a free soul, it's not about not giving a shit about anything. It really starts by being aware of who you are and what's your place. Okay, what are you here for?
Yeah.
And then, not saying you have to find a purpose. I mean, it takes a while to find your way to reach that level of clarity where you really don't give a shit, like really for real.
I strive for that day when I finally feel like I've found my purpose and like my fulfillment of like comfortability and just like my like, I don't want to say like my need for like my meaning of life, but like my reason for being here and like my purpose. Yeah, I guess my purpose, just my purpose in general.
You're a rare part of. Hold on, I think it's a tech talk I saw, and the guy was explaining in a company. So I extrapolate on society. Half of the people are matchmakers.
Okay.
The deal. I give you something, you give me something. Quarter of the people are takers, and a quarter of people are like you. They are givers. They give. The problem with givers is they're the ones who succeed the most, but also who succeed the less because they spend the time helping others.
Yeah, you know what? Man, you hit the nail on the damn head because I've been saying recently a lot lately. Actually, me and Bobby just had this conversation the other day. We have a friend who he started the YouTube channel right around the same time as us, and at first he was messaging us telling, oh, look, hey, look, I got 10 followers now. And oh, look, you guys still only have 5. And then it was like, I got 80 followers. So like me and Bobby, like that was feeding me to make me like get ahead. So we blasted every social media possible. Reddit, you've seen, we're on there. I was going everywhere. Like we have our Life in Stereo page on Reddit. We have my page. We have Robert's page. We have everything. And we started flying in. The subscribers started pouring in. So then he kind of said he gave up because he felt embarrassed that he was basically running his mouth in the beginning. And then we just blew him out of the water. So I sat down and I made a chart. Wrote everything that we did, how we got our subscribers, how we post on YouTube. We were posting every 3 days, how we were sharing on all of our social medias, how we grew our following. And he followed none of it. I really sat down for probably a solid hour and a half, giving him all this information to set him up for him to follow none of it. And then 2 weeks later, he asked me again. I resent him the information again, and I explained it to him again. And he did nothing again. So I told Bobby, I said, I'm done helping him. There's no point. I can't keep giving him all the information that we're doing when we're still a small page, but he's not following none of it. He's not helping. I can only give so much before I'm ready to just give up. And now like I'm ready to go on his YouTube page and spam all his followers and steal them. Like he's driving me crazy with it. I can't keep giving for him not to listen. It like eats me. I'm giving him the information that we used to help to grow, and he's doing nothing with it. It's driving me. It's really driving me bonkers.
That's a problem. Stop. You can't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Bobby, what do you think?
Bobby warned me. He's like, don't do it. He was like, stop.
Yeah,
He's like, just stop helping. He was like, there's no
well,
point
it's
in
like,
helping him.
why complain about something when someone literally put the roadmap in front of you and you just don't feel like looking at it?
Yeah.
Like
You
some people like are content with having the issue and they just leave it at that.
If I'm not the most expensive, I'm in the top 3 most expensive SEO consultant in the world. I charge $900 an hour.
Jesus. Yeah. That's a hefty price.
Do you think, and I don't pay any taxes. I live in a country where barely have. So yeah, life is good on that side. But money, we can talk about money in a minute. But yeah, the problem is People pay me a lot of money. I give them a plan. I guarantee the means. I can't guarantee results because it's not my website. It's not my company. But my system works, okay? My advice is good. It's expensive, but why? Because I deliver performance, because it works. Truth is on the screen. You know, my work is pretty binary. Either you rank or you don't. Period. There's no in between. It's black and white. So the plan, you were talking about growth. Okay. Let me explain to you the mechanics of growth on social media or on YouTube in 30 seconds. 2 axes. Velocity. Velocity would be your timeline. How much you publish, how often, okay, your stuff. There's underneath, we'll put authority. If you publish something, there will be stuff going on. Comments, likes, shares, okay, around the content. Horizontal axis, you have notoriety. Basically, when you open your social media, are your notifications full? Okay, on X, is it plus 20? YouTube is plus 99, I think, right? Are people mentioning you a lot? Are they answering you? And on the other side, generosity. Nobody does that. At the beginning, you are full throttle, velocity.
Yeah.
Publish. But you must be also full throttle on generosity, meaning aliens in the ocean. Go search alien in the ocean on YouTube and go comment on every single video. Use filters. What's the latest video about alien in the oceans? Much better to comment on a video that is still fresh, doesn't have 17,000 comments.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small channel, go comment. Be generous. That's called social media. Go towards the other. You can so use hashtag search engine to go search your keyword and engage. Because you want to build a tribe. You don't want to build a community. Community is like a cult. A tribe is like a family cult. Better.
Yeah.
And a tribe is built one by one. One member at a time. You have to. So everybody is waiting for the algorithms to push the content. Nobody is going towards the others. And beginning, full throttle, velocity, generosity. You have a little bit of notoriety because you are so generous that, of course, some people will answer you. Nothing is happening in authority. You publish, nothing is happening around your content. Phase 2, you have a little bit less velocity and generosity, and you have a little bit more of notoriety. Still no authority. Everybody quits there before phase 3. When velocity is reduced, generosity is reduced, notoriety is growing, and authority is kicking in. But that could take years. Or you get lucky and it takes days.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a couple of hacks to speed that up. So then you get into stage 4, where it doesn't matter how often you post, doesn't matter if you're generous or not. Your notifications are always full, momentum kicked in, ball is rolling, and authority is flat out. It's pretty much down to that. So the problem is, minimum you have to spend 2 hours a day engaging per spot. Okay, so
we're gonna have to start doing more of that.
2 hours on TikTok, and go engage, build your tribe. So followers, especially now, the algorithms shifted. Before it was a link graph. So you are friend with Bobby, you are friend with me, I publish content, and it's going to get served to Bobby. Okay, a link graph.
Mhm.
We are linked. You are linked to him. So the algorithm is going to serve my stuff to him. Now, since TikTok, why does TikTok work so well? Because it's interest-based algorithm.
Algorithms, yeah.
That's why it needs to listen to everything you say, everything you type, and it's very sensitive. It works very well. You're interested in something, it's going to serve you that content.
For the longest time, I literally, my TikTok was only, I'm not even joking, girls with big butts and video games and cars. Now I have everything. I have restaurants, I have content creators, I have animals on there because I reset my algorithm. But I couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't know. I thought it was literally at first, because that was all I seen when I first came on there was girls dancing and video game stuff. And that's all I thought TikTok was at first. And then I saw my friend at work. He was on TikTok and he's watching like cars racing, drag racing. And I was like, whoa, what are you watching? He was like, TikTok. And I was like, what? I was like, I've never seen a race car video on there. And he was like, reset your algorithm. I was like, what? He was like, go into your settings. And he showed me how to reset my algorithm. And then it was a whole new world for me. I've seen so many self-help videos and just literally just everything on there. I couldn't believe it. It was mind blowing to me that, like you said, it's the TikTok's algorithm is so good and so strong. What you type in, what you say into your microphone and everything, it comes up almost immediately. Even when I know it's linked to my Google, but my Google searches, I will search like these microphones. Me and Bobby, we just bought these new microphones. We search these microphones.
Then I go up in my ads.
They're
like on Facebook and stuff.
Yep, they pop up in my ads, and then I'm on TikTok, and all I see is people on there talking about this microphone. That was all I seen after that.
Those are hipsters, mics. Good mics.
I like it, man. I like it.
Good choice. The vanity metrics, the magic number is 300. Not 300 followers, 300 members of your tribe. It's not random. That it's also the number on the movie and it comes up. When in marketing, when you have a tribe of 300, you can build a brand like Nike or Apple or Red Bull. 300 people that really believes in you.
300 people that are supportive of you, and I love that that concept. I never actually considered it going that way because I do have. Now that you're calling them tribe members, I have people that I consider are our tribe members now. I have 2 buddies at work that they comment on all of our videos. They like them all. They'll share them. They'll tell me at work, hey, why don't you guys talk about this or this? And, I'm interested in this. We have friends who came on to one video. He said, I'm not into this, but I'm just here to support you. And he just put a comment on there and he still shared it. And we have other friends who come on and she watches it every day. She lets it play on her TV in her background to get our views up for us. Like, we do have support, but I never considered it, like you're saying, to actually have like a tribe of people who dedicate it and they are supportive and they believe in us. Like, I think that's more what we need to be more focused on now. Cause at first I was just focused on beating our friend because he was running his mouth about his subscribers. So I just wanted to get us more subscribers, but I like the tribe concept. That makes a lot of sense. Having a good group of people behind you, supportive group, and people that believe in you. That makes it. You can take over the world.
You want an example? Apple.
Yeah.
Are you PC or Mac?
I'm
PC. I'm Windows.
Yeah. I had Mac when they came out a long time ago, and I was in college, and it just seemed like it was more of a hassle because no one else had it. So I just went back and stuck with PC, and I just stayed with it.
I have both. I need PCs for both. Both. A lot of the dark side of my job is on PC. But anyways, The Macintosh Way by Guy Kawasaki. Here's the story. 1984, Steve Jobs pulled out of a bag a computer called the Macintosh. Mm-hmm. It was such a success that he got fired. He got thrown out of his own company. because I had a Mac in 1990 in college. I mean, black and white screen. You had Word, Excel, Chess, Solitaire, Paint, Text Edit. I mean, it sucked.
Yeah.
So this developer called Guy Kawasaki was named evangelist for the Mac. What he did, he went to the developers one by one to convince them to write software for the Mac, one by one.
Yeah, one by one, yeah.
The Apple tribe is developers. It's not the fanboys. They don't give a shit about the fanboys. The developers is the real tribe. That's what they cherish. The success of the iPhone, the iPad, is the apps. It's not the device.
Yeah.
The device is cool, but the apps is the is what makes the whole thing. So yeah, if Apple, and then of course Steve Jobs came back in '97, and if you got a charismatic leader, it helps, and you got a strong tribe behind you, you're invincible.
Yeah.
Apple was on the brink of failure when Jobs came back. Company was done. It was over.
And they brought him back, and look what happened. Turned it around. Like you said, he's very charismatic. Every time I've ever seen anything with him, he's always smiling and happy, and he's just always very positive. I never see videos of him saying anything negative or rude or mean or anything like that.
Well, I think he was ruthless. But all those guys, I mean, whatever we think. Oh, I got a question for you. Yeah, Musk. Who is Musk in competition with? Who is he competing against?
Oh, for
this
like
point?
SpaceX, maybe NASA. I don't know.
No, you don't get it.
Well, he doesn't have competition. He's in competition with himself.
No. Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
Okay. In 100 years, look back. Steve Jobs, Da Vinci, those guys, how many you have in the history of mankind? What, like, all right. Who else? Leonardo? Who you got?
Wow.
Names in art like that will go down in history.
Yeah. Do you know about the Darwin Award?
Yeah.
All right, so those are the guys who failed, right? At the Darwin Award, trying to move the humankind forward, and they failed.
Yeah.
Like the guy in the submarine, all right, who visited the Titanic. He was the latest winner of the Darwin Award. Well, and the opposite is Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, and not so many, right?
Yeah, you know what? Damn, I didn't think about it like that, because think about if that guy's submarine trip was a success.
You know what is gaming avatar is? Elon Musk. He plays
Elon
Diablo.
Musk. Oh, Diablo, yeah.
I know he plays Diablo, yeah.
He loves Diablo.
What's his name? What is he called?
Oh, on there, I don't know. I can't remember his name on there, but
I will never die.
I will never die. Okay. Now
that's his okay.
I wonder,
that's his handle. Think about it.
I wonder if it's actually him playing, or if he has somebody play his character to get his gear and everything up, and then he just plays whenever he feels casually playing. Like, I truly wonder if it's him.
Your handle is all caps.
Yeah.
I will never die.
Yeah. All right, Laurent, do you believe in the Illuminati?
Yes, I know, because again, I come from the system.
Okay.
So how do you? What's the formula of success? How do you make it? It's a very simple formula. Skills plus network, in parentheses, times time times length divided by chance. So time and length well, you got to work, okay? How many hours a day for how many days? Chance, you can minimize it to people like me. We play poker because it's the only game.
Oh, me and Bobby love poker.
Yeah, like, okay, so you know that
I have an ace tattooed on my arm.
you can reduce luck to an acceptable
percentage.
If you can't, the only problem is the head. All right,
yeah,
you go on tilt. Chance. So the only thing you can play with is skills and who do you know. So when you go to the type of school I went to, well, all my friends from college are masters of the world. They're billionaires. And I went to school with them. You go to certain parties, and if you talk to every single person in the room and you follow up, you enter a career. That's it. One room, one party. Everybody there can make your career. Okay, put you on the right track,
on the right path. Yeah,
for whatever you want. So it's pretty insane because whatever form it is, whatever it's called. Yeah, of course. There's a lot of clubs. Okay, like Illuminati is if it's not that one, there are other ones.
Yeah.
And sometimes, they do weird shit. they're just, what do you want to say? Drugs make you do. They party. So what do you want me to do? People do weird shit when they're wasted. So
what about you, Bob? You think the Illuminati's real?
I think there's maybe a group of people who consider themselves it, like, that just because they're wealthy or whatever. Yeah. So, but see, like, I don't feel threatened by it.
No,
anything like that. Like,
in the public eye, I feel like there is a group of wealthy millionaires, billionaires who call themselves the Illuminati. But I do believe that there is a certain group, not necessarily controlling the world, but that have a good part of, like major decisions and like wars or products being promoted or something going on like that, like major money choices that I feel like there is a group of people who make those choices, and not the UN or anything like that. I feel like there's like some other secret, almost like a secret society group, I guess you can say.
It's a lot simpler than you think. My final paper in college was titled Plutocracy in America. You know who controls your country? The first one who arrived.
Yeah.
They were on the Mayflower. 101 families. In college, I dated a girl who comes from one of those 101 families. In Russia, Putin and his friend. The country I live in, it's called Andorra. It's very small, 80,000 citizens, 12 families. All right. They used to have goats and sheep, and now they got billions. And we're invited here. Explain to me why a vote from someone in Mississippi doesn't count the same than someone from Vermont.
See, me personally, I don't ever, even since I was younger, I've never believed in voting or none of that. I believe the choices have already been made. They already know who's going to be the next public eye in charge. I never followed politics enough to understand, like you just said, like why there's only X amount of votes that count from here versus there. Like, I don't believe enough that there's not enough proof to me that that every vote counts and every vote matters. I just don't believe it. Maybe it's because back when I was in school and we were voting for class presidents, I knew people who were counting them and were cheating. Maybe that's why. And maybe that's why my view has come up on it. But I don't believe it, and I never have.
Bush, Clinton, Bush. I mean,
yeah.
Obama. Oh, Trump is a bug. Trump is a troll. Okay.
Yes.
He's a troll in the system. But what do they care? Like, okay, 4 years, 8 years, whatever. They've been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's not so much trouble. They even the tech guys, they don't care because they look, the Silicon Valley Bank blew up. And it's actually the first time that I hear, it's not JP Morgan, it's not like one of the old money banks.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in history in the US that this kind of bank was saved. First time. Otherwise, I let them die. They don't care.
They would just let them die out. Yeah, why'd they save them?
Yeah, no, but those guys, when they the ones in power, you never hear their names. You don't know who they are. They're not in the limelight. They don't. Sometimes they get caught, sure, but
they're the old. I like to call it the old Wizard of Oz trick. They're hiding behind a big mask, and they're just men hiding behind a face.
But yeah, when you so if you want to, and it's not so easy to break out of that mold either. You know the concept of a trust fund kid?
Yeah.
So, we were talking about Apple. Okay. Education about money, man. If you were buying stocks in Apple every year or every other year, instead of buying a new phone, you'll be a millionaire today since 2007. Okay. So, trust fund kids, basically at birth, people put money in stocks, of course, at 18, you'll have millions. And I went to school with them. A lot of them, the day they got the money, they would go to Saint-Tropez, and one summer, spend it all. You can spend 1, 2, 3 millions. I mean, 60. Basically, a party in Saint-Tropez, 60,000 a night, plus the villa, plus the girls, plus the booze, plus
the drugs, everything. Living in that life, living in that limelight, and the money's gone.
One summer, and it's gone. They don't want it, and then of course they regret it. But so money doesn't. It helps, of course. It's better with. That's Raymond Aron, a French thinker from not so long ago, maybe the 60s. He wrote a book called Les Désillusions de Progrès, the disappointment from progress. So he studied communism, and he was, okay, that concept is great. If you read the book, it's amazing. But what humans do with it, it's shit. Corruption, power, doesn't work. On the other side, capitalism, amazing. America is the best, amazing country. I loved it. When I went.
How many different countries have you been to? Or let me, not even have you been to? How many different countries have you lived in?
Oh, not so many. No, like 3. No, 4.
Okay.
4.
In which one was? Well, I don't want to say which one was the best, but where were you happiest at?
Oh, back in the 90s in the States, dude, I was prince of the nightlife in New York City. What else do you want? In my 20s.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
That's all I did from 20 to 23. That's all I did was party and drink every night. That was all I did.
Yeah, I don't get the kids who want to get rich and stuff. They all want a Lambo, and that's that. Okay, the book. So the book was he analyzed society, and it was instead of the search of happiness, people are just frustrated because they don't have access to things. Okay. I saw a survey. The crypto boys, what do? They want to buy a Lambo. First of all, it's a shit car.
That's what I'm going to buy.
No, dude, don't buy a Lambo. It's not. It's your like fourth or fifth car. It's not the first. You want a Porsche, okay? Porsche is your.
That's what I always say. Porsche's number one.
Why? Because it's the only car. I drive a Porsche for 20 years, okay? I can't, and it's a crack. You can't get out of Porsche. Even if you got all the other ones, you will always have a Porsche. Why? Because it's the only sport car. You can do you could do a race on Sunday, and Monday you can go to the supermarket without going to the garage with the same car.
Oh, it could be like your daily driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The GT3 RS to 150K, it's exact same car that races in endurance. 24 hours of Le Mans, the exact same.
Same exact car.
That can race, they put it in the shop.
You could do the same exact thing, but that's pretty cool.
You can drive it around, and some of the models, you like the Panamera or the Cayenne, your kid can drive it, mom can drive it, and then you press 3 buttons, and it goes on beast mode.
It goes up, yeah.
And then you can have fun. So yeah, Porsche, dude. Wait for the Lambo. No, not good. Not a good choice. And you'll get the girls with the Porsche.
You'll get the better women, the more intelligent ones. Lambo are more the one night stands. Porsches are more the you can start a family with.
2 algorithms that you need to learn. They will solve a lot of those problems. Game theory. You play poker and you don't know game theory, it will change your game. You will become a better everything, including poker player, if you know game theory. Game theory is all about the impossible choice. And especially, so let's say, okay, I play a game, you two play a game. If you put down a green card, it's a loss for both of you, but you get and both of you get 1 point.
Okay.
If you put down a red card, and the other one puts down a green card, you win 3 points, and he gets nothing. And so it's the kind of algorithm that helps you solve those things. So I actually go straight to the algorithm that works. It's the one that reacts. You don't want to cooperate, because if you two cooperate, if you just play green, you're gonna win at the end.
Yeah. Eventually, you're both gonna be up. Yeah.
But you play red, I play red. You play green, I play green.
Yeah.
You react. That's the best, in my opinion, the best fork on game theory. Just after the show, go read the Wikipedia page. No doubt, game theory for poker. You'll find amazing things. And then if you want to invest, when I went to college, I was French. I didn't know squat. Freshman year, my buddies, were business majors, they were like, "What? You don't have a portfolio? Do you don't have stocks?" I'm like, "No, I don't. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So they taught me the whole thing, and it's pretty much built on the, the golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know a little bit about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have none. I'm clueless on this.
All right. The golden ratio is in composition, in painting, in photography. It's I do photography, and it's my obsession. I want to find the golden ratio everywhere. It's just not only it's beautiful, but it's also the best system to optimize anything, including finance, including investing. The Fibonacci sequence is the sum. It's a sequence with the sum of the two previous numbers. So, for example, it will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 5. Okay? The sum of the two previous numbers. In composition, you know the golden ratio. It's like a shell of a snail or a seashell.
Okay.
It's like your credit card, the rectangle is a golden rectangle. It's the perfect rectangle. It's any other size, it wouldn't be as cool as the size of a credit card.
Okay, I got you. I understand. Okay, I got you.
And in plants, the golden ratio is everywhere in nature, and it's the perfect sequence. And if you know how to apply the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio in investing, wonderful things will happen. Including in a scammy world like crypto, you can even do that.
That's where I've heard the terms from crypto, because I do a lot of crypto stuff.
Well, figure out the golden ratio.
Yeah, I'll check it out with like plants and stuff, because I know it's involved in every piece of art. Like,
yeah, it's
like good art. Like you can tell, like an artist can look at something like no.
That's a picture from a long time ago. I'm
at a concert.
Yeah, and that's one of the few pictures where I have it. So it goes like that. It's the
I see it. Yeah. Now I can see you pointing it out like that. Now that I like explained it, that like make me see it a lot better.
Yeah, it's very hard to capture in the wild, to paint it and to draw it, but to find it in nature, yeah, it's pretty hard. But anyways, yeah, so when you just learn all those algorithms and you apply it to your life, that's what I did. I optimized my life. So I learned early on that I only have 3 assets. I got my brain, my knowledge, money, and time. Beautiful thing is with the combination of 2, you can create the third.
Create the third.
So I have money and knowledge. I create time. I don't work that much, to be honest.
So if I have 2 of those, but they're different, can I create the third? If I have knowledge and time, I can create money. Yep. So you can switch them.
Yeah,
it's the triangle effect.
And if you got knowledge, I want to create time. I don't work. I'm 55. Leave me alone. I don't want to work that much. Okay.
I'm 38. I don't want to work either.
Yeah. So, well, if you don't want to, if you want to create time, yeah, of course you need the money, or you don't. You eliminate everything. Again, we are frustrated because we can't buy stuff.
Yeah.
So the concept of FU money, the rich people, they only invest, they only buy. They're so cheap. If you go out with somebody really wealthy, you're gonna pay the bill for the.
Oh yeah. They're not gonna pick up the tab. They're not gonna. Yeah. And
the driver will. The driver.
Yeah,
I've
heard that. I've heard that.
It's 100% true. They don't. They only buy stuff that makes money. But then you can get into, and that's more like old money. The new money, they spend a little bit more. But old money, no, they're very wise. Don't spend too much. You'll be richer. That's been my goal for a while now, and my savings is starting to be very comfortable. I've been living very comfortably lately, where I don't have to check my bank account anymore, and I can just spend when I want to spend. I know I have the money there.
I still work. Do I like working? Absolutely not. I wish I could, make money elsewhere, especially at home. But I'm at the point now where I don't have to check my bank account all the time like I did 10 years ago. I don't have to look at it. I do look at it, obviously, to make sure my money's not being stolen or anything. But like, I'm not like a little kid anymore, where I have to check every other day to make sure I'm okay, and it's okay to buy this and it's okay to buy that. Like, I've saved up enough and I'm living within my means. That's what I'm doing. I'm not living above. I'm not spending more than I'm making. I've learned it took me a while to learn that, but I am, and it takes a hell of a lot of stress off of myself and opens up more time for me to do others.
You're 38, and Bobby, how old are you?
37.
37?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are still young, because if I can go back, I think before 30, you got nothing figured out. Like,
absolutely. I was clueless.
Nothing happens really before 30. I see the kids who are real hungry, and they want a Lambo at 16. I'm like, you do you, but all I know is you got to burn yourself a bit too quick.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy. But 38, it's when I think you start to get it figured out. And now it's I live in the mountains for the past 20 years, and I used to be born and raised in Paris and then New York City. But to get back in touch with, see the mountain, when you go on the sea, it's a little bit dark, it's a bit scary, but the mountain, it's pretty, when you live here, it's pretty dangerous. It's pretty dangerous. So you, again, to know your place, who you are, and what's your place in this universe, what helps you get back, and especially when it's when something silly, like you see pretty flowers, you bring them home, you put them on your bedside, and next day you're dead. Okay, because wrong flowers. Sorry. So yeah, now I couldn't go back to the city. You guys live in the city?
Yeah. Suburbs, but yeah.
Yeah, no, to be on the mountain is like, I don't even need to take my car, okay, to ride my horse or my mountain bike. Just right out the door. So that's for you, hopefully like the next step, because
that's what my daughter's mother, she's been striving for, is us to move out to the country and to be not away from everybody, but further enough away where our neighbors can't hear us and we can't hear them, and we don't see them every day and all that. She wants that country life, that peaceful living and everything, the fresh air every day and all that.
I always wonder what the fall of the Roman Empire looked like. Because, in China, we know that a dynasty, 400 to 600 years, and then it's going to collapse. And I'm watching live the Roman Empire, aka America, collapsing, the empire. Pretty weird.
More and more, man, more and more. That's another reason why I wouldn't mind adapt to the more off-grid lifestyle, like, away from everybody, and whether it's solar powered and everything, all that stuff. It would be nice to be able to be gone and just have my family know that we're safe out here and my kids are okay running and playing outside, and I'm not dealing with any of the chaos that's pursuing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like it really, even me in my mountain, it starts to resonate what's going on over the pond, and pretty well, you'll make it out for sure, but how long is it going to take? Decades or hundreds of years?
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Poppahack, Payday on the Beat, Bob, and Laurent. For this episode of Life in Stereo, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. I love all the knowledge you laid down on us. I'm going to use it. I'm going to pursue it. This was an amazing talk, an amazing episode, man. I appreciate you for your time. Thank you very, very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys later.